All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 9 of our Tassi Farms Dairy Empire build. I am the Ultra Farmer, and we are back, and we got to do some stumping today. We went through, if you weren't with us on the last episode, what I did is I went through and I cleared out this area. You can see some stumps over there, or one stump rather. Um, just a couple stumps there. I basically cleared out all these trees, um, wood chipped them, which was it was quite of a process, but we actually made a ton of cash from wood chipping. If you look up at the top, we got like 380, just about 383,000, which was crazy because we started last episode at like 90 grand. Like we made like a lot of money off of wood chips, which was actually crazy. I did not realize that. And there's still more trees that we could take out, but to be honest, I was just it was like a lot of process of like cutting and put them in the wood chipper and blah blah blah. But we ended up doing I went it all in all it took me another like 6 trips up to the store dumping wood chips. And I also found a kind of a little bit of a cheat. It's not really a cheat, but it was more just like a little bit of a loophole where you could kind of keep feeding trees into the wood chipper, and it would still take them even if your trailer was full. And then when I went up to dump, as long as the pipe was pointed at the trailer, whatever was like, it's like you could kind of fill the wood chipper as much as you want, no matter how full your trailer. I was like a little bit of a cheat, but I didn't do it too much. Like I guess I could have just did like one load and really exploited that, but I ended up doing 6 trips, and along with taking in the trailer full of like tree stumps that I had. Um, but yeah, it is January. We've slept through a month. I'm actually gonna hop in this tractor real quick here. Let's fire this bad boy up because I want to rip over just before we get going, stumping and doing all of our stuff today. I want to go over and just check on the animals and see how much food they have. Oh, I guess I could have just tapped over to this tractor. Okay, let's go in here and see. They have no food, which is they had a bunch of food. Like they're fine. There was 12,000 liters in here of food. I checked right before. I checked right before I slept through the month just to kind of see. So they went about through 12,000 liters of hay. So I'm just gonna rip around here. Actually, let's just hop out real quick here too. How much milk is in there? 5,000 liters, and that other thing is full. It's got 8,000 liters, and we got a bunch of slurry. So kind of the main reason that we pulled everything out with those trees is so I could get the cheese factory, which is still like main priority because I want to get I want to get a production going with the milk that we have. Cheese factory is expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna spin around there. There we go. Yeah, the cheese factory is expensive. It's like 230 grand. I wonder if I could finance it. Nah, probably not. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's spin around here and do this. But I want to get the cheese factory going so that we can have some sort of a production facility. Oh man, smashed into the barn. We're gonna have to do barn repairs. One thing I had to do is I had to repair the John Deere tractor. It just kept shutting off on me. It was a weird thing where I would like get out of the tractor and then I'd get back in it and it would be shut down. I'm like, what? I knew I didn't hit the button, and I forgot that I put a mod in that like as the tractor maintenance bar slowly goes down, like it'll start to have issues, and if you let it go right to zero, like the tractor won't run. You will have to repair it, which is just something I thought was kind of just fun, a little more realistic. But so what I want to do today is we got to rent a stump cutter to get those stumps out of there, which is not that hard to do. And then also what I want to do is take in the silage bales and sell them off. I think, let's see if we can get through here without crashing into anything. I'm pretty sure when I checked before, January was like the main month for doing that. Okay, let's dump this hay in here. So yeah, I kind of want to get the stumps all pulled out. Kind of go through and do any other like landscaping that we got to do in there. Maybe lay some gravel down or something like that. Just kind of really clear out that new area that we've got set up. I'm gonna fill this thing right full of hay so we don't gotta deal with it. Okay. Oh, gotta pull through a little bit more here. Is this thing filling up? What's going on here? There we go. Now, another thing that I want to do, that I've been thinking about doing, is getting another forage wagon. I would like to get a little bit bigger of a forage wagon now that we can afford it. So I'll probably sell this one and get a forage wagon would be pretty awesome. It's nice to know how much we can make from wood chips. It's a little bit to rent that unit, but it's not really that much. Like it was like 4 grand or something for the whole setup for like the tractor and the trailer. Okay, that's full. Or for the tractor and the trailer, for the wood chipper in the trailer, it was like, yeah, like 4 grand I think it cost me, but like one load of wood chips is like 25 grand, so it's super, super worth it, and there's a ton more trees that we can clear out of there. We just don't really need to right now. We don't really need the space. Also, like I said, it's a bit time consuming going through cutting each thing. The wood chipper's great, but it also like gets jammed up all the time. Oh, I'm like constantly messing with it, and like pieces won't really fit in, and then you gotta cut them into smaller pieces. It's just, yeah, it's you get a bunch of cash out of it, but you gotta work for it for sure. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm going to rip up to the store. Which tractor do I want to use? Whatever, we can just use this tractor. Yeah, I'm gonna rip up to the store, grab a stumping unit, and then I'll meet you guys back here, and we will get going. We'll get going stumping some of these, or getting these stumps cleared out of here, and seeing where we're gonna put down this cheese factory. So I'll see you guys at the store. Actually, I'll run up to the store quick, and yeah, I'll meet you guys back here. Hey team, we are back here. I got this unit ready to go. I just swapped it over to the John Deere tractor here, and still didn't feel like pulling the weight off that thing. I kind of wanted it on the front. So let's go through. There's kind of one that's hidden right here, so I want to make sure and do this guy right off the rip. Never used this thing before, so I don't know. Do you just... Jeez, that's it. Okay. Oh, we're probably gonna make short work of this, if that's the case here. Or do I gotta go? Oh, this stump might be too tall. I'm just gonna do this one real quick here. I'll check these other ones. If that stump's too tall, which is fine. Oh. Okay. I think I was too tall on it there. Maybe I gotta just... Oh, that seems to work. It's a little finicky, it's a little weird. Unless I'm just like not using this right at all. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I think what I'm gonna do to save you guys from trying to watch this struggle bus here, I'm just gonna keep going and just try and get all these stumps out. I know eventually I'll hit the sweet spot on this one like all the other ones and it'll go, but I think I'll just keep going on this real quick, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I get all these out, if I get all these out, and then we'll start pulling some bales off. I'm just gonna spin around, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a sec. Hopefully I have this a little bit more figured out, and then we'll go from there. We'll start loading up some bales. Okay, team, we're back. We're back. I dropped off that stump unit. I got these stumps out. I'm not gonna lie, it was ridiculously painful. And honestly, now that I'm driving around in here, I'm hoping I didn't miss one. I I kind of just finished what I seen, and then I like just dipped to get rid of it. I don't think I missed any. We'll find out real quick. Yeah, that was painful. I really don't even know. I can't figure out the trick to it. I just can't figure it out. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comment section can tell me. If someone knows, you gotta tell me. Because, like, I don't really know what to do different. Maybe the stumps were cut too high? Is that, it? That's one thing I didn't check, to be honest, but, okay. Um, Phew, that was really, really, really freaking difficult. Okay, so round bale silage. I'm pretty sure this thing will hold what, 24? Is that what we know it'll hold, 24? Okay, we gotta go. My rule is every time I use auto load, I charge myself 500 bucks. Okay, let's auto load these up. Oh, beautiful. Oh, just beautiful. Oh, yeah. Does it hold 26? Oh, it holds 26. Okay, now we know. Alright, off to the store. Hi ho, hi ho. Off to the store we go. We'll go sell off some silage bales, and maybe we'll just chinwag as we go and make some plans. So, yeah, I want to get the cheese factory rocking, and then I want to get I would like to get another forage wagon. That's kind of the only two things that I want to buy. Sorry, three things. The cheese factory, so we can get some cheese going. I don't really know if that's going to be the best route, but it's the route we're going to take. We're going to start with it, and we can adjust as we go, because I think that factory, it'll do other things too. I'm pretty sure it's more like I think the mod changed. It's not called cheese factory anymore. It's just like a dairy mod. I don't know. It's 230 grand, and it's not super massive, which is nice. Sometimes the production facilities can get like freaking huge, and yeah, I don't want it to take up too much space. But I also don't know, like, one thing with production facilities is they can bottleneck on you, where you're putting in too much product and each month it's not producing enough. Now, I know we're probably quite a ways from that because we don't have enough cattle. That's the third thing that I wanted to buy more of. I wanted to get a bigger forage wagon just so it's easier to kind of haul hay around when we cut and bale those fields. And, or not bale, but we cut and windrow so we can get more dumped into that hayloft. And then I would like to, yeah, get a forage wagon. So bigger forage wagon, more cattle, and the production facility after we sell off all these bales. I don't really know how much money we're going to get for this. I think the chart told me that I would get around 60K, I think, but we'll see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I hope we can just pull right through here. We should be able to just pull right through here. Boys, how we doing? Should be able to just, yeah. Drag her on through. 20 grand. 20 grand for that load. Okay, not too bad. Not super. Oh, no. I was looking at, I was looking, not looking where I was going. Okay. Not super great though. 20 grand for those bales. Those might have been the smaller bales though. I think we have larger ones in there as well too. So, but yeah. So if we can get another forage wagon, that would be good. I just want to make sure it's one that's not too big, so it'll still fit in the pen. I also got to just kind of be paying attention to the cattle because I want to be selling cattle at around the 36-month range, right around 3 years. I think that's when they're at their peak value. So we'll always make a little bit of money from that. Because I think also their production of like dairy and stuff goes down. Like it makes sense. Like as the animal ages, old father time grabs a hold of all of us. But I definitely want to get more cattle. And another thing that I kind of would like to get, this is just kind of like side quest stuff, is I actually don't think they're that expensive. We can kind of check maybe towards the end of this episode when we're doing our other shopping, but I'd like to get some sort of a spreader bar for that slurry tank that we have so that we can use it to fertilize the fields. That's kind of like another thing that I've been trying to think about how we could monetize the cattle a little bit more, is maybe doing something with the slurry. Like I'd like to use the slurry to fertilize our fields to make more of a regenerative farm if we can, rather than the chemical fertilizer. But also I wonder if I could build some sort of a production facility for the slurry. Like the only thing is that there's no sell point for digestate and stuff on this map, which is a little bit weird. Now I could probably find some sort of a mod that we could put it in, but I don't know. Like where I could put in my own sell point. But it would be nice if we could create our own either digestate or methane or something like that. Would be pretty cool. So here's my thoughts in here. Like we cleared this out. Like I want to have a natural turnaround in here that's easy when we're coming in with trailers and stuff doing this. So what I'm getting at is I want to make sure that cheese factory or the dairy mod or the dairy production facility isn't too close. Okay. Why isn't this? It's weird. It's not letting me interact with it. Maybe because that bale's in the way? Weird. I gotta crouch down. Weird. I don't know, I might have to reset the game here quick and just see. Might just be glitched out a little bit. I'll get it reset and then I'll bring you guys back in 1 second. Alright, we're back. I got it set, but I don't know. I'm wondering if it's gonna do it again, is the question. Oh, I kind of missed those ones. To do a little spin loop here. Yeah, I'm liking having this room over here, which is nice. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, just to kind of make this, I don't want to put a bunch of cuts in, but I figure I'll put we haven't did a time lapse in a little bit. We didn't do a time lapse last episode, so maybe I'll do a time lapse of me kind of going back and forth with these bales and such, and we'll get them all sold off, and then we'll go do some shopping. We'll go get a little bit shopping done. So I will yeah, let's put a little time lapse in here. I'll kind of get all these bales done, and then we'll go spend a bunch of money. It'll be fun. Okay, team, we are back here. These bales are not ready. They're 95% fermented. Yes, these marshmallows here are only 95% fermented, so we're gonna have to sell those next month, is what it is. I mean, I guess we could go sell them as grass bales, but I don't think he makes much money. Let's go check and see. Let's go check and see. It's alphabetical, isn't it? Is it up here? Grass. 90. Where's silage? Silage has got to be down here, yeah? For how many times I've looked at this, you'd think a fella would just remember. Yeah, 217. Yeah, we're not. We'll sell it as silage. We'll make way more money. Okay, so we got 450K. So let's go into this mode here. Spin around here. Let's get sketchiated. I'm thinking I want this factory like right all up in here, and it's like basically at the bottom. It's this thing. Now the only thing that I was looking at is like, there's the drop off. It says like it overlaps. Want to get her nice and I'm thinking right there. I'm thinking right there, and we'll just roll with it for right now and see how it all goes down, because that gives us a nice turnaround. You can see my tracks in here, like where I turn around. It still gives us a nice turnaround, and then even if we were going to come in this way, we can pull through and just loop-de-doo around. So that's my plan. I'm sticking with it. But what I kind of want to do back here, first of all, to make sure this is all leveled out. Let's get it nice and leveled out. But I'm thinking, methinks, maybe we should put some gravel back here. For when we come in, because we like to do a nice turnaround here. So I can gravel all this, do some more here. Gives us a nice turnaround area there. Then we get this beautiful, and I mean beautiful, grass area in the middle. Right? I mean, just look at it. There. There we go. Tell me that's not amazing. Look at that. 2,500 bucks for that tree, though. Beautiful. Maybe we'll even get some piles of garbage that we can put under here. Someone's still got a rock, paper, scissors to clean up that outhouse. Oh yeah, this is a good turnaround. Perfect. Okay, we've got a cheese factory. Cheesing. Let's spin around here. I know this thing is full of milk. Yep. We're all hooked up. Whew. It's heavy for this tractor. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, is this where... Or do I bring it up here? Right there. Okay, so now we gotta go into our production facilities here. Dairy. Butter. Buttermilk. I think we want to make cheese, yeah? And we'll store the cheese for now. Okay. I think that's what we can do. Buffalo mozzarella? We can make mozzarella cheese? That's awesome. Maybe we'll have to start a pizza place. Okay, goat milk. We obviously don't have bottled milk. I think we'll just start with cheese. You know, we'll just start with cheese. And, because that was the plan. 480. That'll make 1,320 per month. We got 8,000 liters in there. Okay, but what we gotta do is we gotta spin about, because I know there's more cheese. I know there's more cheese. I know there's more milk. all up in this barn over here. At least I think there is. Yep. Yep. Oh my god, we're milk farming big time now. Okay, so we've spent money. Jeez, we spent we spent a lot of money. That's okay though. That's okay. Because this will make us money. This will end up making us money for sure, for shizzle. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go buy some more cattle. We're actually sitting pretty good because I mean really if we had to make some more cash, we can still cut down all these trees all up in here if we want. Not this tree. Can't cut down this tree. But we can still cut down all those other trees and it's not too much to rent that unit. Okay, so oh, spin around over here. Slurry, yeah, I wish we could do something with the slurry. Okay, so we got 50 cattle right now. We got 30,000 liters of food in there. No milk. There's 20,000 liters of slurry in there. Yeah, like what can we do with the slurry? I'll figure that out. That's going to be the next plan. Okay. Let's go take a look at what we have. 22 months old, 22 months. That's our oldest ones. These are 21 months. So I'm just gonna. We will buy. Let's buy 20 more of these. Okay. And actually, we'll do 25 more. And then let's get, because these ones will do, this breed is used for dairy farming. Okay. Always forget. 25 more of those. Okay. And hopefully now. Okay, we got 100 head of cattle. I don't know how much food they're going to go through in a month. Probably like 20,000 liters of hay. Probably like 20,000 liters. Which will be fine because we'll be able to get 2 cuts out of those fields per year. And yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, this tank, pretty sure, this slurry tank, I'm pretty sure is full. Yeah, it's full. Oh, it's really full. So, okay. The next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to go in. Let's go take a look at what we can get for new forage wagons. Where are we at? Where are we at? See the slurry tools just real quick while we're in here. I think this will spread. Yeah, this spreads 18 meters, 7,800 bucks, and I think it'll fit on that tank. I think it will. What's this one will spread? 6 meters. Yeah, we could get something like that. I mean, that's really only 7,800 bucks, but okay, slurry transport. That'll hold 65,000 liters of it. Good lord. Forage wagon. Okay. This thing's 100 grand. Oh my god. We can't afford that. We just can't afford that. I know this is 50, but these ones are. I don't want to use these. These are kind of cheaty. Normal capacity. 26,000. Back. Dang. Well, we might just have to tough it out. I didn't realize these were that expensive because this will hold 16. Geez, that holds another 10,000 on top of it, but do we really want to spend 77,000? I think what we'll do This one would be ideal. 150 horse. Either of these would be awesome. Nothing's for sale. This trailer, which we don't really use. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna wait on that because, yeah, I don't know. I don't really think we should be spending that kind of cash on a wagon just yet. I don't think, at least. Yeah, I don't think, at least. That's just a little bit too much cash. I mean, we could always just lease something when the time comes, if that's what we have to do in order to get grass off the fields a little bit faster, or hay off the fields a little bit faster. We could always do that, which might be just better. Or hopefully something will come on sale if it does. And if it doesn't, what we can always do is just rent the wood chipper in the future and do it. Also, but, we got to sell all these other bales. Maybe if we get a good chunk of coin off these other bales, we'll buy ourselves a trailer, but we'll just wait on that for now. Now, the next thing I want to look at is if we go in here, let's just go to like, so what am I clicked on right now? Seeds. Yeah, no selling point available. If I go to where digestate, no selling points, that's the only thing with slurry. Manure, can sell manure at the storage bay. What about something like, I don't even see methane on here. Definitely wouldn't be up here. So you can't sell methane. We could sell diesel. Okay, that's probably something I'll have to take a look at and see, like, if we can sell diesel. How do we make diesel? I don't even really know how we do that. Let's just go check the production facilities real quick. Okay, we can sell diesel. We can sell manure. Can you make diesel from the slurry? Can't sell the slurry. That'd be awesome if we could. You can obviously sell silage. Wood chips. I still can't believe wood chips. That's so crazy. Wood beam. Okay. So let's just go check real quick. So that won't create diesel. That doesn't create diesel. That doesn't. That's a sawmill. Potato. I don't even know if you can create diesel. Tailor shop, sawmill. There's nothing really we can do with the slurry. These are just mods, but I don't know if they do anything. They don't take slurry or anything like that. Multi-grain production. I really don't think this is gonna take in slurry and do anything with it. These are weird mods. What's this? Biomass. Converts digest or digestate. Okay, what's this? What's this? Distribution point for slurry to digester. So it inputs slurry. creates methane into electricity. Can we sell electricity? Like, yeah, like I think we're hooped with slurry. Like, there's nothing really that we can do with the slurry. I mean, we can't make diesel and we can't sell electricity or methane or anything like that. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what we could do with that slurry. If anyone knows, if anyone's got any tips, make sure to put it in the comment section below on like what we could be doing with slurry on this map, or if there's anything that we can do. Maybe there's just nothing that we can do. Not too sure. Not too sure. Okay. Well, I think what we're gonna do for this episode is we'll probably end this episode here, just for now. Um, yeah, we'll probably end this episode here, and we'll come back in February. And what we'll end up doing in February is we'll sell off the rest of these grass bales that will then be silage, and then maybe we can start looking. It'll be February. We can start looking at these fields, and we'll also see how much food we go through in a month. So we're like right full. We got 33,000 liters in here now. So we'll see how much food we go through with this new amount of cattle and how much milk they produce in a month, and we'll just keep feeding the factory. We'll see how much cheese we get, and the next one will be a pretty good one because, like I said, we'll have a good indication of how much food they go through, how much milk 100 head can produce. I know some of them are still young and they might not be in their production cycle or at the age where they can produce milk, but we will only time will tell, and maybe something new will come in the stores. But thanks again for watching. This is our dairy empire is really taking shape now. We've got 100 head of cattle. We've got a production facility. We've got basically all the equipment that we need. Everything else is side quests, and we're just giving her now. We've got this beautiful turnaround, and our tree that I shouldn't have cut down. We spent 2,500 bucks to plant that new one. We'll never cut that one down. Okay, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it so much. If you haven't already done so, it would be great if you could hit that like, hit that sub button for me. Leave a comment if you know if there's anything that I can do with the slurry other than spread it on the field. Like if we can make money from the slurry somehow, some way through those biomass plants, or I don't know. Any tips, tricks would be greatly appreciated. Like always, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode.